At one time, people had those small gadgets which were called organizers. Then these organizers became part of the mobile phones. So then nobody is carrying that gadget because the mobile phone has all the gadgets now. But actually it is not the phone which is working. Your organizer is basically your mind only. You can put the phone on switch off, but you don't know how to switch off your own mind. So even when you are not doing anything, your mind is organizing. I'll do this, then this, then this, then this, then that, then this, then that, and this. And it will do all the future planning for next 20, 50 years. And hope and pray. You wish to seal this contract by going to certain temple or gurdwara and putting some offering, and then you pray, Lord, may all my wishes be true. So now you make sure that all these wishes become a reality. Most of the times, mind is thinking or sleeping. But even in sleep, the bigger part is dreams. Dreams is again thinking. The sound sleep comes for a very small time. And that is a very big reason for your bodies to be this diseased and low on immunity and not very healthy and not very stable also. The heartbeat is fluctuating, the BP is fluctuating, the ECGs are going off and on, the graph is going up and down, again fluctuating. The mind is thinking so much. Now this thinking mind, when wants to meditate, two problems. If it wishes to meditate on Parabrahm, it doesn't have a form or a shape. So you have no idea what to do. And the bigger problem is that your mind doesn't know how to stop thinking. So this is the biggest hurdle. So what to do? So our rishis gave these methods where you don't need any shape or a form or a mantra, and you use your very own body as a tool to bring quietude to the mind. And focusing on the forehead, focusing on the third eye, is a very powerful system. If you keep on doing this method for, say, in continuity, every day, and properly, then you will have so strong sensations at the forehead, which can get converted into like some electric impulses. It then can get converted into waves of electricity. And you would feel that this pulse running from your forehead all the way to your toes, all the way to your back, in the spine, in the head. So you begin to do it. Like if somebody wishes to get oil from earth, if the certain part, the scientists and all those people who are expert into locating where the oil is, if you wish to, get the oil from the spot which your technicians have said that yes, there is oil under the crust, you have to now dig deep. Then the wells are made. Then the calculations are done, how deep we have to go. It might be 600 feet, it might be 1,000 feet, it might be more. So then that digging is done with the right tools. And they are hoping and waiting that they strike the gold. And they are digging and they are throwing that the pumps are working and the earth is the dust and the dirt and stuff is coming out and the stones are being pulled out. And it is digging and digging and digging. And then they hit that spot. So now it is just, the machinery, the gensets are working and the oil is getting pulled out. And that's how so many Americans became rich in USA, in people in Saudi Arabia, people in this Middle East, so many countries. At one time they were the poorest of poor. But now they are not. Why? Because they have oil. So oil is there, but you need to dig. And dig deep. You can't just do it for, say, 10, 20 feet and then stop it by saying, oh, we don't have it. You keep on doing it until you find it. The technicians are advising, right? That's why they are paid so handsomely who find that where these natural resources are. With the help of the experts, the companies, the governments then become rich. So taking this example now to sadhana. The expert is saying, bring your focus at your third eye. And you will find that immense energies and the immense experiences. And you do it in one session, and we never found anything. But when an expert says that this particular spot has oil, then the expert is not saying that the oil can be accessed so easy. So you follow the advice. And I know sometimes they have to move the spots also. Yes, oil is there, but from this A point it is difficult. From B point it might be more difficult. From C point it might be easy. So they need to change sometimes. But once they have started digging, they'll keep on digging until they find the oil. So sadhuk has to keep on doing this Shiva Netra sadhana until you find those energies which are there, but you need to work deeply on that. Kabir Sahib is talking about this particular sadhana and more in this one particular bhajan which I just sang. Kabir says, now see when somebody goes to a temple, so arati is done. Light up lamps, and the lamps are moved, the light is moved, and song is sung, and bells are rung, and drums are beaten, and cymbals are played. But for a jnani, for a yogi, God is not a statue. Is not a form, is not a shape. So how will a yogi do the arati? A yogi will do arati in a very different way. Yogi will do arati of Atma. Atma meaning the self, the real self, the real me, the pure self. The I which you know now is muddled with the mind and body and senses identifications. And the yogi and the jnani says, let's do arati of whom? Of self. Arati kije atam puja, worship the real self. But in this arati, no lamps are burned, no cymbals are played, no drums are beaten, nobody sings a song. Pran Purush so avar na duja. The one who is giving the life to this body and mind is none other than the self. Gyan Prakash Deep Ujiyara. We don't use any external light because we have the light of knowledge. We have the light of knowledge and it is beaming inside. So there is all the light. Gat dekho pran pyara. Gat means in every mind, in every heart. Our beloved lives in every heart. Bhav bhagati kar aur na bheva, daya swarupali kar le seva. With great love, with great devotion, with great compassion, do this service. Now, here he is talking about what? He is talking about the purification of the mind. Let compassion, devotion, surrender be there in the mind, and this is how you serve the real self. Sat sangati mil sabad biraje, dhokha dvand bharm sab bhaje. Sat sangati, be associated with truth. And the one who teaches that, the master, the guru, is called Sadguru. So be associated. When we say Satsangat, then obviously there is someone who is doing it. The Satsang. The Sadguru is there. So Kabir says, be in association with the master and then see how deception, suspicion and illusion will run away. They can't stay in that mind, the mind which is in association of the Guru. Kaya nagar thir hoye bhai. This your body is like a city. Actually more than a city. You know, I was reading that if your lungs, all the tissues of the lungs, if are removed and placed flat on the ground, it can cover 2 tennis courts, the tissues. All the nerves running in your body, if we join them all together, this would run in hundreds of miles. Do you know how many neurons in the brain are there? Billions and billions and billions. And if we join one neuron with the another, it can go around the whole earth at least 2 times. And everything is in a compact. But actually this body is like a big city. Kaya Nagar. Kaya is body, Nagar is city. Let this city be still. See how beautifully Kabir is suggesting what to do. But you know, even after saying so clearly, those who read Kabir do not sometimes get it. And he's saying it so vividly. Kaya nagar thir hoye bhai, anand roop sakal sukhdai. When we say still the kaya means the body and kaya also means the mind. Let the mind and the body be still, and you will have ananda inside. Sunya dhyan sabke man mana. We are meditating on what? Nothing. Shunya. Shunya means nothing. Because there is no shape, there is no form, there is no mantra being involved in this. Meditating on Shunya, while you do this, you get seated in your own true self. This is the fruit of doing this dhyana. शून्य ध्यान सबके मन माना, तुम बैठो आत्म अस्थान. कहे कबीर जिन रहन संभारी. That says Kabir, those who will live this style of living. What style? Where the body and the mind are still. When you meditate on the Shunya. Shunya means no shape, no form. Kahe Kabir jin रहन samari, those who will live like this, sada anand rahe nar nari. So if you are a male or if you are a female, you will be always in ananda.